canceled! I got canceled! I didn't even get to 100 subs yet, dude. I am now, though. Master flexer right here.
It's a really sad flex.
And honestly, I'm in, full recovery mode right now. I can't believe this. If I had a dog, it would be here right now to get sympathy points. I mean, for, sympathy points. And the reason is honestly so sad. It's my last name. My last name got me canceled. And you know what's even dumber than that? The fact that 70% of you aren't even subscribed.
I'm really sorry.
I've been seeing like these memes around of like YouTubers doing that 70% thing or whatever, and I feel really called out about it. But anyway, 70% of you aren't even subscribed. And honestly, I'm about to freaking cancel you for it. I'm dialing up the police, as we say. Because I doxed you. I'm kidding. Yeah, I put your address on Twitter. But in all reality, subscribing and leaving a like really does help me, especially in this trying time where I got canceled. Now, let's get back into, how this even happened. It all stems from YouTube. No shit. A YouTube comment. It screwed me, right? And here, we're gonna read it verbatim, okay? Your username is cultural appropriation.
Stinks.
I was confused at first, because last time I checked, my username was Pagans Basin. I don't know where he's getting this from. Then I realized, no! Username isn't cultural appropriation. It's cultural appropriation. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm still really confused. So, my inferior mind just had to get clarification, because obviously I didn't see where this was coming from. I was out of left field. I was like, what were those two noises? So I asked him, mine? Because I'm dumbfounded. Look at it. It's literally not cultural appropriation. It says, yes, unless you're a pagan, you shouldn't call yourself one. And I was a little dumbfounded, because my last name is Pagan. And this is in a situation where it's like, I'm so pagan, Pagan's my middle name. No, literally my last name is Pagan. Not deriving from pagans. Pagan. So then someone else chimes in, he's defending me or whatever, and he says, I'm pagan. God! Which, fair enough, but show me your driver's license. We'll see who's truly pagan. But anyway, I'm saying, if you're not of that religion, you shouldn't put their name in your account. Which, when you apply the rules of the internet, your argument is already invalidated. I mean, what is this? What is it? There? How am I supposed to read this? How am I supposed to know which word you're trying to say? I literally can't comprehend this. This man must be such big brain, dude. Then he says, my name isn't Jewish Star of David. Which is kind of weird, because my name isn't Pagan Winter Solstice Tree. Which, judging by your playlist, you should be a little angry at this guy right here. Not putting it in your awesome videos playlist. But anyway, I'm explaining how this person's name is from my culture, and I'm saying if they're not from the culture, they should know the connotations. But, I am big brain, so at this point I'm realizing, oh, he has a misunderstanding. So I say,
that's literally my last name.
And I was a little dumbfounded, to be completely honest, so I felt like being a little bit of a dick, to be honest, I'm sorry. Just a tiny bit of a dick. Because that's what I have. So I say, an extremely common one at that. I was a big man right there. But, for context, it is actually an extremely common last name. Like, if you go to any crowded area in Puerto Rico and say,
yo, who's got the last name of Pagan?
Probably nothing would happen because
they wouldn't understand you.
But if you said it in Spanish, then about like 50% of the entire population will just sprint at you. So, there's truth to that. And also, ratio. Ratio. Get guap, pussy. 5 likes, pussy. But regardless, you would think that'd be the end of it, right? I've explained myself. Like, this is no longer cultural appropriation, is it? And you know what? I'm sure as hell not gonna apologize. Mostly because I'm contractually obliged never to. You know, a lot of times people are like,
oh my god, why doesn't insert canceled YouTuber just apologize?
when you start posting videos, there's a contract that appears that you have to sign, which says, if you get canceled, you cannot apologize, and really even acknowledge the fact that you've done anything wrong. But you know what? It's not bothering me right now, because I wasn't going to anyway. Quite frankly, I'm not going to apologize for being born. Okay, actually, I might have to apologize for being born. That was a really bad decision. You know, you're gonna have to write it up with my parents. It was a bad idea. And the worst part of it is that it was planned. My god. But no. It's not the end. It's not the end of my cancellation story. The horror. He goes, well, I had no way of knowing that. Yeah, you didn't. You didn't. You're on the right track. You had no way of knowing that. So why would you bring it up? I just tried to explain that it could be offensive if you were using it in a different way. Thank you for not being an asshole like this Sonic stan. That's the guy that was like defending me or whatever. I'll add, I've never met a person with that last name in my part of Canada, so my bad. Yeah, you're bad. And you know what? I would have accepted that apology. If it was an apology. He was just like, well, I had no way of knowing that. I just tried to show you how it could be offensive. Which, mind you, there's that could be. If you look at the comment, it says, your username could be cultural appropriation, by the way. But what's that? What's that? Bruh. Oh, you naughty boy. No. That's not what you said, buddy. You said your username is cultural appropriation. There was no if, ands, or buts, bro. And you know what? If you and this is the funniest part, they went back to edit that, right? Which means they took the time out of their day to edit that, when they could have taken the time out of their day to just delete it, because they were wrong. I caught your ass. Because I took a screenshot it right when I got it, because, to be honest, my jaw was just... But I'm bringing it back, because I'm like, bro, you need to...
Shut your dumb ass up.
But I'm still being nice, kind of. And I'm like, I get your vigilance, but you literally had no evidence that I was appropriating the term, which, you know...
Facts.
You know, not a biased take right there, you know, just facts. You just went after me for having the term at all, which, quite frankly, is extremely offensive and ignorant. I turn that shit around. This is what I'm saying. Cancel the people canceling you. It's a dog-eat-dog world. And you know what? I'm kind of hungry. That was so stupid. And once again, ratio. And you know, someone else chimes in, and they're really nice. They're like, you should seriously think of the reasons they could have pagan in their username before actually writing it. And you know what? He goes, maybe you shouldn't join a conversation you were never a part of. This is literally the equivalent of, and I gotta hand it to him. Base. And this is the part where I'm like kind of serious or whatever. Barely. But they're coming from it in a sense that it's a group of religions that was, you know, completely destroyed or whatever and turned into fucking Halloween costumes, you know, like, I get it. And this isn't to come after this person, right? This is more of just a commentary on the greater world, I guess. Because, you know, I'm just really intellectual. But, like, you're already going into it not fucking knowing shit about this word, right? And you're only seeing it from your own perspective, from being a pagan, not even thinking about the fact that this word could be used in so many other ways. They make a big point of how, like, that word was destroyed, you know, culturally, right? And then they turn around and they show off an extremely, you know, it's not racist, but an extremely ethnocentric viewpoint, where you can't even see outside of the realm of white people when it comes to that word, not even daring to step outside of that. And then when you get called out on it, you just go on to the offensive. And the point that I'm even really trying to make here is that the type of mindset that they're exhibiting is literally the one that erases cultures like mine. Because using this example, they're essentially stamping out every use of the word pagan that is not the European one. And, you know, considering the entire argument they had, that's super ironic. They're like, oh, how could I have known? You could have fucking looked it up. You could have looked it up. There's the last name that's extremely common. There's an entire empire in Southeast Asia with that word. It's not that hard. And, you know, this isn't to say,
don't you dare ever be ignorant about anything, right?
I'm a little bit ignorant. Just a little bit. But if you're going to antagonize people online or in real life, at least know something. Like, it's one thing to be ignorant, but then it's another thing to be ignorant and still argue. Whatever. It's the internet, and shit like this, you know, makes it really annoying, but also really funny. And I'm not trying to be no, you know, greater meaning in life kind of commentary, dude. I just thought this was super funny. But, you know, I am an influencer, so I'm gonna influence you for the better. But, you know, if you liked my stalwart, my steady-fast defense of my own last name, you know, a defense that'll make the people at Stalingrad, you know, salivate, leave a like down below. Oh my god. Leave a like down below, and